So the definition of a hidden gem is someone that is very underrated, underused, and in reality one of the best people to use in MyTEAM. Just completely underrated and can scorch all the more popular players. And Glen motherfucking Rice. I honestly thought coming into this year in 2K he was going to be one of the most popular people in MyTEAM, but for some reason he is not. And if there was like just a couple words to sum up what he was,
I try to get him the ball from the first second that we start the game all the way through.
What is up, guys? No, sorry for the hiatus. You guys know from time to time I needed a couple of days to catch up on my schoolwork and work now because I'm juggling so many things at one time, but I do keep trying to stay uploading. It's been like 3 days since my last upload now, but I didn't feel like uploading a Road to Playoffs after that long extensive gameplay breakdown of MyTEAM that I did last video. No, I felt like doing a new hidden gem, and who else but the boy Glen Rice, who is one of the most underrated players in this game. Key stats is at 93 standing close, 93 standing mid-range, 96 standing 3-point, and 90 moving mid-range, 94 standing layup, and 80 on-ball defense, one of the more low-key stats on the guy. I genuinely thought Glen Rice was going to be one of the more popular players to use this year in 2K, and a key stat of him that people don't notice is he has a 95 offensive consistency, and a lot of people think he's very inconsistent, and mainly because of him form too. If you don't use unless you don't do the blacktop glitch to be able to use MyTEAM players in the blacktop mode, his form is the same exact thing as Gary Payton and Tim Hardaway. More Gary Payton because Gary Payton's form is slower. So if you need practice with him form, go into freestyle mode and do that with Gary Payton. People don't like him form because they think it's kind of slow, but you just need to take smart shots with him, especially his moving mid-range shots. And I'm going to show you that 95 offensive consistency doesn't mean that he's bad, you're just missing with him or not using him properly. And for the play runners out there, Glen Rice is the ultimate guy for you when you don't get your playbook glitch done. Find him in the corner right away.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Trust me, and the thing is, if you don't have your playbook too, it's fine because all you need to do is just get him about 2 shots to get him heated up, because Glen Rice is one of the rare shooters. He has everything gold that has to do with shooting. He's one of the rare shooters in this game that have microwave and unfazed. And they're badges that are naturally on him, not added badges. So, you know, if you believe in that added badges glitch, that don't work. That's all you need. A couple of shots to get him hot. And look at this.
And boom goes the dynamite.
I'm getting perfect releases with him left, right, and center. It's so simple. His jump shot is not that hard. People are so used to, in MyTEAM, using people's jump shots that are so fast. And look, he's hot already. He has scored now the first 10 points of this game with almost no effort whatsoever. Pump fake, gets an open jump shot, pump fake, and then run to the side and mid-range. That is Glen Rice personified. I missed this one, but he's huge. He's like 6'7", gets him on rebound, and that's the standing layup coming into play. I think this card is pretty accurate for Glen Rice. The only thing that could have been higher is his driving layup is a 77. I think it should have been about an 85 because he wasn't just a shooter. Glen Rice was just a flat-out bucket getter. Like Glen Rice, he should have had about an 85 layup and about an 80 post fadeaway. Because look at this, now they need to double him right away. They don't want the ball in his hands for too long. And the post fadeaway should have been up there because he was someone that, he was one of those guards because he was a 2-3. And I love this clip because Ricky Rubio's face is... That was basically a coach every time Glen Rice just got left open. Just like that. And look at that, another perfect release. But yeah, that post fadeaway should have definitely been higher because he's one of those guards that used to capitalize when they put small people on him, most in the host all day, post them up and take them down low, and even on the break, those pull up 3-pointers with limitless range.
And boom goes the dynamite.
No remorse whatsoever. Glen Rice was one of the best 3-point shooters of all time. He was in the league of that Reggie Miller type of shooter, and look, he has to jump. He just has to jump at that time, and that moving mid-range is unstoppable. I miss it, kick it right back out, and guess what's going to happen? Perfect release again. The jump shot is not hard. And he's so effortless to score with, like a Corver. He's one of those people at the beginning of the game, they're like, don't leave him open. Gets left open.
Nigga!
Fun fact, Glen Rice also, he was an All-Star Game MVP. Don't think that he was just a shooter. Shooting just doesn't get you All-Star Game MVP. And this was an All-Star Game that had Michael Jordan in it too, by the way, just as a side note. And he also runs and finishes on the break just the same like anyone else. His dunk is a little low, but he has good dunk scenes for someone his size. He just takes off at that range. And honestly, if you take a smart shot, there's literally no way that you can misuse him. If you know him form and you take a smart shot, it's just a matter of 2K allowing you to let it go in. That is basically it. Look, all the points I've scored this game is off of a play, a running to the side mid-range, and I do get to the basket here and there. And I got so caught up in showing you guys that his jump shot is not inconsistent that I waited until the end of the game to show you what else he can do. And I inserted that play because it got to the point where, no, I'm running the play. I know the guy doesn't even want to leave him wide open. So guess what? That gets me
And boom goes the dynamite.
a wide open dunk with Penny Hardaway. So it's either get burned by Glen Rice or get dunked on. For you play runners, that's why I love him, and I do suggest him because he is so versatile in his shooting. He will really thrive when
And boom, and boom, and boom goes the dynamite.
it had to go in eventually. It had to go in fucking eventually. But he is so versatile in his shooting, and this is where I mean I also do a lot more with him. Like I mentioned, he also has shot creates on fadeays, so you see me take these spin jumpers a lot in my team, and they do go in. It's just people, you need to take the right shot with somebody like him. Use him like you would use Klay Thompson, for instance. And also like him from the on-ball defensive perspective. Take him to the rack and just finish like a bitch. I like him because if you play on-ball defense, you know that when you're quick, the quicker the person you have, the more chance that you're going to overrun the person when you try to get back out on them. You overrun them drive, and it's game over, and them going to score. He is slow. He is slow and long and lengthy. So when you try to overrun them, you don't end up overrunning them. You end up just bumping right into them. And that's why I like slow defenders, and why slow defenders are actually better in 2K than fast defenders. That's just how it works in 2K logic. But Glen Rice, all in all, I was mentioning that he's so versatile in his plays for play runners, because all you need to do is get him hot with the plays. That is it. Get him hot, and then when he's hot, everything will go in. Everything will go in. I am telling you. This is the most effortless 40 points I've ever scored with anybody in this game. And the thing is, too, people don't like him form because it's kind of slow. But it's rare. You know when you look at somebody's form in 2K and you're like, they deadass shoot like that in real life. Like, you shoot and then that's deadass their form. Glen Rice really shoot like that. When you look at him form, that is how him did really shoot. It's just it don't feel like how him did shoot. Like, Steph Curry in jump shots still kind of off in this game because it doesn't feel like how he shoots. People who have the feeling of their jump shot is like LeBron, Melo, Durant. You feel that, you know what I mean. You feel like it's that their shot when you pull up with them. Glen Rice's form just feels kind of off, but when you practice it, like I said, with a Peyton or a Hardaway, it is so simple. Get him hot with some plays, take some mid-range, drive to the basket on breaks. Just as soon as you get him hot, that microwave and unfazed will keep him hot for the rest of the time that he's in the game. That is the most efficient and effortless 40 points I've scored with someone who would basically just be called a shooter in this game. He has the third best 3-pointer in my team, I think, next to Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver. And I'd quicker take him over Kyle Korver any day because Korver is slow and can't play defense and can't do anything whatsoever that doesn't say shoot. So he's a good backup to he's a good alternative to Klay Thompson, and right now he's about 15,000. Ruby Klay, I think, is still like 30,000-40,000. So I do genuinely recommend him if you run plays, even if you don't. Just a great shooter to have on your bench. I'm just a 90s kind of player guy. I'm a 90s player guy, so I pick him a lot. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys do end up using him. A lot of you guys do use some of the hidden gems when I recommend them, so let me know if he goes off for you too.